Hey guys, what's up? So, today we're going to talk a little bit about gun control. Now, generally, when I hear somebody, oh, they're going to take our guns, I just, don't listen because that's usually not the case. But it seems today that may be the case. Hawaiian lawmakers introduce resolution calling for a 2A repeal. Anti-gun activists have one big thorn in their side, and that's the Second Amendment. Any measure they want to push is argued to be a violation of the Second Amendment. That's basically true. More importantly, though, the Second Amendment is a bulwark against the anti-gun agenda's endgame, namely civilian disarmament. I guess I could agree with that, but I don't know that people against the Second Amendment are against it for the sake of disarming civilians. They just are probably more worried about gun deaths, but I don't think that they're for disarmament just for the sake of disarmament, like I said. Now it seems some Hawaiian lawmakers have introduced a resolution calling for a repeal of the Second Amendment. Be it resolved by the Senate of the 30th Legislature of the State of Hawaii, regular session of 2019, the House of Representatives concurring, that the United States Congress is urged to propose and adopt a proposed amendment to the United States Constitution pursuant to Article 5 of the United States Constitution to clarify the constitutional right to bear arms, and be it further resolved that the United States Congress is requested to consider and discuss whether the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution should be repealed or amended to clarify that the right to bear arms is a collective rather than individual constitutional right, and be it further resolved that certified copies of this concurrent resolution be transmitted to the President pro tempore of the United States Senate, Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, and members of the Hawaiian Congressional Delegation and the Governor. So, let me go back up here for a second. Discuss whether the Second Amendment of the United States should be repealed or amended. So, whether you're for or against guns, just outright banning them is probably not a good idea, because that's gonna cause some problems. Well, at least I know that if I know a large group of people that if someone shows up at their door like, hey, we're here to take your gun, it's not going to end very good for the person that comes to try and take their guns. The only way to feasibly do that would be to bring in some sort of armed force, and that's just going to be a shootout. It's not going to end well. So there you have it. At least some lawmakers are clear about their intentions. They want to see the complete and total repeal of the Second Amendment. That's not exactly what it said. It said a repeal or amend the amendment. And they said that it's a collective right, not an individual right. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think it means that, actually, that now that I think about it, that sounds even worse, because it's probably around the lines of our police forces and our military and whatnot, the people that we were given the right to bear arms to fight against in the event that they become corrupt would have guns and we wouldn't. So that's probably not good either. Anyway, now this is just a resolution. It isn't binding. Further, it was just proposed yesterday. Still, it's very problematic. Hate that word. It's a clear effort to repeal the Second Amendment. Remember all the anti-gun activists who said they didn't want to ban guns? Remember all the people who called the NRA and people like us paranoid because we opposed gun control and argued the end game was to repeal the Second Amendment? This proves all of these people wrong. Every damn one of them. No one wants to ban guns, they said. Then why do they want to repeal the very amendment that says they can't? Valid argument. I'd be willing to listen to that. The Hawaiian Firearms Coalition posted contact information for these lawmakers on their Facebook page. We don't want to ban guns, they say. Hawaii state legislators are proposing using Article 5 of the United States. They're angry, and they have a right to be. It's not enough that their state is taking a dump on their freedoms, but now they want Congress to take a dump on everyone else's too. What they don't get is that when people like us say, from our cold dead hands, we mean it. If you want to play this game, understand it won't go where you want it. So that's like I was saying, a lot of these people who are gun advocates are they're not going to go down easily. They're going to fight, and that's just going to cause more problems. We have enough issues going on externally. There's no need to cause internal issues, but whatever. I can't stop it. I'm sure I could if I tried hard enough, but I'm not going to. We won't roll meekly over and let you take our guns and say, "Aw shucks, at least we tried, fellas." No, we'll channel the warrior spirit of our Minutemen ancestors and retain our guns. So he's basically just saying what I was saying they would do. The Minutemen were, civilian militias. So they're saying, yeah, we'll fucking do that again. We'll get all our guns and we'll fight you till we're dead, and then you can have our guns. This isn't a call to just repeal the Second Amendment. This is a call for civil war. Worse, they have to know it on some level. It's not like the pro-gun movement has been particularly quiet about how they're not going to rule over, so they know it. So this dude's going as far as to say that if they try to take guns, it would cause a civil war. And, I believe that would be the case. You're going to have all the people who want guns fighting for them, the people that don't want guns fighting against them. And obviously the people who want guns are going to be much better armed, most likely. And it'll probably show the people without guns what they need guns for, because they're not going to be able to. Well, I guess they'll have the armed forces behind them, so maybe they could potentially win. But I mean, it'll show what an armed population can do in the event of a hostile situation like this. But that's all we got on that today. I'm gonna keep looking into this, see if I can't find the actual bill and take a look at that and whatnot, or article, resolution, whatever the heck it's called. But that's all we got for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Tyler May, and this was the news.